Today we're going to talk about something that bothers a lot of people, constipation. It's more common than it seems, and when it happens, it can be very uncomfortable. Basically, this happens when you go at least 3 days without being able to go to the bathroom. And when you finally do, your stool can be so hard and dry that it's painful. No one deserves to go through that, right? Now, one important thing, just because your bowel movements don't go at the same time every day, that doesn't mean you're constipated, okay? Each body has its own rhythm. If you don't feel pain and your trips to the bathroom aren't painful, you're probably fine. But why is it so important to talk about this? Because having a properly functioning bowel is essential for our health and well-being. When everything flows as it should, we feel lighter, with more energy, and even in a better mood. On the other hand, when it gets blocked, discomfort appears and can even disrupt other parts of our day. The good news is that you can help your intestines work better with simple changes to your routine. Small adjustments such as drinking more water, eating foods rich in fiber, and moving more throughout the day can make a huge difference. It doesn't have to be complicated, and you're not alone. Everyone can learn to take better care of their body and feel good about themselves. So if your intestines are feeling a little lazy, don't be discouraged. Let's turn this problem into something that can be solved with care and attention to your body. After all, taking care of yourself is one of the most important steps towards a healthy and happy life. Let's talk about what could be behind that uncomfortable constipation. Don't worry, because understanding the causes is the first step to solving the problem. I'll explain it in a simple way so you'll never forget it again. First, think of your body as an incredible machine that needs movement to function well. If you spend a lot of time sitting or not moving, your intestines can get lazy, you know? It's like a wheel that needs a push to turn. So, lack of physical activity is one of the main reasons why your intestines don't cooperate as they should. Now, let's talk about food. What have you been putting on your plate? A diet low in fiber, which is like a natural broom that helps clean and push everything through your intestines, can be a big villain. If you eat more white bread than whole grain bread, more snacks than fruits or vegetables, your intestines may run out of fuel to work properly. It's like trying to sweep the floor without a broom. It doesn't work. And last but not least, we have water. Have you heard that water is the body's best friend? Well, without it, your intestines also suffer. Imagine that the fibers you eat are like a sponge. They need water to swell and help form stool. If you don't drink enough, everything becomes dry and harder to pass, leaving your intestines blocked. Now, here's the golden tip. You don't need to change everything at once. Start by taking small steps. How about walking more, including a piece of fruit with its skin on at breakfast, or carrying a bottle of water with you wherever you go? It's like a game where each correct movement helps you move forward. And do you know what's best? Your body will thank you with more energy and less discomfort. Let's go. Tips for improving constipation. Let's talk about how you can help your intestines work like a well-oiled machine. It's not complicated, I promise. With a few easy changes to your daily routine, you can transform your body and feel much better. 1. Hydrate better. Water is the secret. Did you know that water is like magic for your body? Many times we think we're drinking enough, but that's not always true. And do you know what happens? Without water, your intestines can be slower than a bank line. Here's an easy and fun trick. Every time you drink a glass of water, make a note in a diary, put a post-it on the fridge, or use an app on your phone. It's like a game, and your goal is to drink at least 8 glasses a day. And what's more, always have a bottle nearby, whether at work, school, or even on the couch. Your body will thank you with more energy and a bowel that works like clockwork. 2. Foods rich in fiber, the natural strength of the intestine. Now, let's talk about what goes on your plate. Want to help your intestines work properly? Go for foods that have fiber, those superheroes that give everything a boost. How about starting by adding more raw vegetables to your meals? Grated carrots, fresh lettuce, or even steamed broccoli are great options. Swap white rice for brown rice, try whole wheat pasta, and choose breads that have seeds. Oh, and what about fruit? Choose organic ones, and if possible, eat them with the skin. That's where many of the nutrients and fibers that your body loves are. 3. Avoid intestinal villains. Not all foods are good for your intestines, did you know? Some can make everything even slower. Bananas, for example, are delicious, but they don't help much if you're constipated. White foods like white bread, potatoes, and farofa also have little or no fiber. So, how about making different choices? Replace these foods with more nutritious and fiber-rich options. Swap white bread for whole wheat bread full of grains, or potatoes for sweet potatoes. These are small changes that make a big difference. Diets and constipation. Understanding what really happens. Hey, have you ever stopped to think about what happens to your body when you change the amount of food you eat, like on a diet? I'll explain it to you in an easy way. If you're eating less than usual, it's natural for your body to produce less waste to eliminate. After all, if we put fewer ingredients in the machine, it will have less things to process, right? This is not a problem and does not mean that you are constipated. as long as your stool is not hard, dry, or difficult to make. Now, here's an important point. Even if you're eating less, it's essential to pay attention to the type of food you're putting on your plate. Do you know why? Because when you choose foods rich in fiber, such as vegetables, fruits with skin, whole grains, and legumes, you are helping your intestines to work better, even with smaller portions. On the other hand, if your diet consists only of foods with little or no fiber, such as white rice, white bread, or processed meats, then your intestines can slow down. And this, combined with not drinking enough water, can give you that annoying feeling that nothing is working. So here's a golden tip. If you're cutting back on the amount of food you eat, choose what goes on your plate carefully. Make every bite count. Include foods that help your intestines work like clockwork. Drink plenty of water and give your body time to adjust. Remember, a well-functioning intestine isn't about eating too much or too little, but about choosing what's good for you. Small precautions can transform your health and make you feel lighter and full of energy. Other tips for taking care of your intestines. Now that you know the basics, let's talk about some more super easy tips to help your intestines work better. There's no need to complicate things, and I promise that these are suggestions that you'll love to include in your daily routine. 1. Invest in yogurt with probiotics. Your intestines will thank you. Have you heard of probiotics? They are like little superheroes that live in your intestines and help balance everything there. And do you know where you can find them? In yogurts with probiotics. In addition to being delicious, they help maintain healthy intestinal flora, which is essential for the proper functioning of your body. Now, how about making your yogurt even more powerful? Add some granola. It is rich in fiber and will give that extra push that your intestines need. You can turn this into a tasty and nutritious snack, perfect to start the day or for that mid-afternoon break. Oh, and be careful. Avoid using chemical laxatives without medical advice. They may even work at the time, but they unbalance the intestinal flora and can do more harm than good. Trust in natural methods. Your body knows what to do when you give it the right resources. 2. Be patient. Your intestines need time. Here's an important truth. Changes in your body don't happen overnight. If you started drinking more water, including more fiber in your diet, or even taking the famous probiotics, remember to give your body time to adjust. It's like planting a seed. It needs care and patience to grow. Don't be discouraged if the results aren't immediate. Keep taking care of your body consistently, and little by little you'll notice how it responds. Every little effort counts, and you're on the right track to feeling great. You're in control. With these simple tips, you are taking important steps to take care of your intestines and, consequently, your health as a whole. Remember, your body is unique and deserves all the care and attention. Make this a commitment to yourself and celebrate each small victory. Your intestines and you will thank you. Magic juice recipe to help your intestines. How about learning a simple, delicious, and super powerful recipe to help your intestines work like clockwork? It's practical, easy to make, and full of benefits. Let's go. The magic ingredients. You will only need half a papaya, that sweet fruit that is a true friend of the intestines. But be careful, only remove the peel and use the rest, because the power is in the core. 3 oranges, just the segments. Oranges are full of fiber and vitamin C, which will give that little boost to your digestive system. How to make. Preparing this juice is easier than playing with Play-Doh. Take the peeled papaya and the orange segments and put them in the blender. Blend everything until it is smooth. You won't even need to sweeten it because the papaya and orange already make the juice delicious. That's it. Now just serve it. How and when to drink it. Now comes the secret. To get the best results, drink this juice for 3 days in a row, always at the same time. For example, you can drink it first thing in the morning for breakfast or in the afternoon as a healthy snack. The important thing is to stick to the right schedule. Why does it work? Papaya is known for having enzymes that help with digestion and fibers that give a natural boost to the intestines. Oranges are champions in hydrating and improving intestinal transit. When you combine these 2 fruits, the result is a juice that works wonders for your body. A challenge for you. How about trying it? After 3 days of drinking this juice, notice how your body feels. It's like resetting your system and helping your intestines get back on track. And best of all, it's not only healthy, it's delicious. Go ahead, try it, and let me know how it goes. You'll see how taking care of yourself can be both enjoyable and rewarding.